if you're a beginner in the gym, or you're looking to increase your fitness level, build some muscle, get stronger, any of these things, I'm going to help you in this video right now. We're going to be going over a few of the factors that I've learned along my 4 to 5 years of doing gym, working out, training, all these things that I've learned. And I just want to give you guys the basics that I feel will give you guys the best outcome and the best knowledge. So I don't want to give you guys too much to think about. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it quick. I want to keep it sharp. So why do beginners struggle in the gym? Well, mostly it's because they're not doing everything correctly. So let's get one of the boring subjects out of the way. Diet. You do not want to be eating any unhealthy foods. Obviously, this is in moderation. Like, I'm very, very strict on my diet, but I would understand if someone had one cheat meal a week, or like one cheat meal a week is pretty considerable. But the point is, people, they have cheat meals and then they'll go and eat complete shit. They'll have like 2 times their normal meal, and it ends up being like the whole day's worth of food is just shit. You don't want to do that. You want to have your cheat meal, but not overeat, not go crazy with it. Like, enjoy your burger. Don't have like 4 burgers, you know what I mean? Like, that's my point. Also with diet, for protein, you guys want to have 2.5 times your body weight of protein. So let's say I weigh 100 kilograms. I would need 250 grams of protein a day. Now this is depending on if you're just maintaining. If you're maintaining, it can be around 2.2 like times your body weight in kilograms. But if you're cutting, you want to be having, because you're struggling, you're losing more weight, you're restricting carbs. A lot of people lose muscle when they're cutting. So you want to counteract that by eating a little bit more protein. So you'd want about 2.8 times your body weight, 2.6 to 2.8. You don't want to go much higher than that. Now, also, one other factor is, I found if you're trying to lose weight, restricting carbs in the evening is going to give you the best result. Like, if you're gonna have 2 slices of toast before your gym session with your meal, let's say you're having eggs and you want to like carb up, get ready for your workout, 2 slices of toast is okay. 2 slices of toast on top of your dinner when you're not gonna do anything is gonna make a difference. So you want to cut that out. Moving on to the next topic, which is exercises. A lot of people find the perfect exercises, but I'm here to tell you, there's not the perfect exercises. There's not the perfect gym routine, because there's always new things coming out. There's always new exercises, new ways to do things. And on top of that, there's already hundreds of ways to do things. You can do cable chest press. You can do plate loaded chest press. You can do bench press. You can do dumbbell press. You can do all these different variants of it. You can do push-ups. You can do so many different things, but which one is the right one? It comes down to you. So if you are watching a program, let's say you just typed into ChatGPT, give me a gym program, that is not always going to be right. It will work. I'm not here to say it's not going to work, because everything works. But if you're just starting out in the gym and you're struggling, sorry, I keep swallowing, but if you are just starting out in the gym, you will want to try different exercises. I'm just about to start incorporating dumbbell press into my workout because I feel like I want to pack on more muscle. I'm not too worried about strength. So I do 2 chest days a week. One of them I'm going to do bench press. The other one I'm going to do dumbbell press. I find that the plate loaded machine doesn't work out well for me because it's not a natural path for my shoulders, and I always injure my shoulder on it. But for someone else, it could be perfect. So you just got to find out what you enjoy. Also with like triceps, biceps, there's so many different versions. There's like spider curls, and there's like all these different versions, like where you're sitting down in the chair, I can't remember what that one's called, and you're just standing there doing bicep curls. They all do the same thing. What they are is, if you're sitting there and you're doing spider curls, you're focusing on more of the contraction rather than the lengthening part, because you're already out like that. So it's going to be more like you're leaning over and doing a bicep curl. but it depends what you want to work on. I find that normal standing up dumbbell curls works perfectly fine as long as you're not swinging. If you keep your back straight, you tend to flex your lats so your arms aren't swinging as much. Curl straight up, straight down. That works perfectly fine. Preacher curls, it's good because if you struggle with swinging, bam, you're there. You're not doing anything different. Okay? So it all comes down to how you perform the exercise and how you do it. Which, moving on, is form. You never want to cheat the exercise, because cheating the exercise is just cheating yourself. You're not going to impress anyone by lifting a lot of weight with horrible form. Like bench press, people will lift it and they'll full hip thrust, use their whole body to throw it up. But they're just cheating themselves. They're not cheating anyone else. They're trying to think that they look big, trying to think that they can lift a lot of weight, but it looks horrible. Do the form properly, do the rep properly. If you guys, I also want to mention, if you guys are struggling with exercises, I'm actually going to be releasing a bunch of shorts on how to do exercise, like this exercise, that exercise, that exercise. If you guys are struggling, I wouldn't mind helping you guys. I'd love to help you guys, actually, in a matter of fact. So leave a comment on what exercise and I will make that short as soon as possible whenever that next day comes. Let's say you ask for a back exercise. My next back day is tomorrow. I'll do it on that day. So yeah, form. You want to do the right form and you don't want to switch up too much, because I found that I used to do pec deck. Now I do cable flies, high to low and low to high. So like that and like that. And then after months of doing this, probably close to a year of doing that, all the cables were taken up and I was like, I'll just do pec deck. It felt so much more different because I haven't done that movement in so long and it isolates the muscle. So now I'm going to do pec deck for another few months until I feel like I can, you can switch it up, but you don't want to be doing this session I'm doing this session I'm doing that. All right, I'm not going to do them for another week. No, like you're swapping it up too much. Just keep it simple, stick to one. Now, finally, your gym schedule, you want to leave yourself enough time to recover, enough time to recuperate your muscle. So if you overwork it, now, like this term is thrown around a lot, like, oh, overworking. It's to an extent. You could realistically fit in 3 times chest session a week, but optimally, I'd say 2 times is the best. You could do chest on Monday, chest on Thursday, boom, you've done 2 chest sessions. Or underworking. People will not work out enough. They'll do 3 sessions a week. In my eyes, that is not enough. I feel that your muscles can recover within 3 days. So let's say you do it on Monday, Tuesday recovery, Wednesday recovery, Thursday is the 3rd day and you are fully recovered to do it. You could do 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I do 7 days a week. You could do 4 days a week. As long as you're trying to fully output what you can on those sessions. Like the less sessions you train, the harder you should train. And I believe training my ass off every single time, but other people, they'll only go to about, let's say they can only do 10 reps of an exercise. They'll do 8 or 9 and stop just before the last rep, so they still have like 1 in the tank. Apparently that's the most optimal. I don't do that. I just go to failure on every single set. And yeah, that's probably going to give you the best result, whether you go to 8 or 10 or like your maximum output. Anything lower than a 7, you're not working the muscle enough. Because think about it. You're repping it out. You're contracting the muscle. The harder it gets, the harder you have to work that muscle, the more you feel it hurting. The pain is where the growth happens. Because the more you fatigue it, you let it recover, it builds back more. The more you fatigue, the more it builds back. I'm sure there's way more scientific terms that I could use, but I want to make it simple, and I also want to make it simple myself to pronounce it and say it to you guys. So those are a few things that you guys can think about. If you guys are struggling with anything else in the gym, please comment down below and just ask. I'd be more than happy to make a video or just reply to your comment if it's that simple to help you guys out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.